Guys, we are working on lesson 9-1 today. So once you get to Savvis, if you don't remember how to do that, you're going to go to Google Classroom. You're going to click on your Google Apps, your Waffle, and then you'll scroll all the way down. Sometimes it doesn't show it. So if that happens to you guys, you can click on the Gmail one. And then from there, if you scroll down, you should see Savvis EasyBridge. Once you see Savvis EasyBridge, you're going to get to your home page. You'll click on the frog. And then today we're working on 9-1, subtracting two-digit numbers. Okay, we're regrouping 1 for 10 ones and we're learning.
Find 34 minus 6. Show 34. How many tens are in 34? Let's count. 1, 2, 3 tens. There are 3 tens. How many ones are in 34? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. There are 4 ones. There are not enough ones to subtract 6. Do you need to regroup to subtract 6 ones? Yes, you need to regroup. How do you know? You cannot subtract 6 ones from 4 ones. Look at the place value mat. Regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. How do you regroup? Take 1 10 and regroup it as 10 ones. How many ones are there after you regroup the 10? There are 14 ones. Subtract 6. Let's take them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many tens are left? How many ones are left? Now there are 2 tens and 8 ones. What is the difference? 34 minus 6 equals 28. Now you know how to regroup 1 10 for 10 ones to subtract.
All right, so because we're going to actually be splitting up this lesson into 2 different parts, we are actually not going to be taking a digital quick check today. So I'm going to exit that out, and you guys are going to be doing your digital quick tomorrow. So we're just going to do the video, and then we're going to go over the reteaching and the practice. Tomorrow, we're going to go over the digital quick check. Okay, so no digital quick check in math today. All right. So let's go ahead and do our reteaching. So if you have your math workbook, go ahead and get that out now. If you don't have your math workbook, you can go ahead and use a piece of paper or a journal or a notebook. Regrouping 1 10 for 10 ones. Subtract 7 from 42. Show 42. So to show 42, you need to put 4 tens in the tens place. And then you need to make 2 ones in the ones place. That's going to show you 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. Now, we are going to take away 7. However, there are not enough ones to subtract 7, because if I try to subtract 7 here, there's only 2 here. I need 7. So what are we going to need to do? Regroup. Do you need to regroup? Yes. So then what we're going to do is we're going to borrow one of these 10s. We're going to go next door and we're going to ask the tens, hey guys, we don't have enough ones to subtract 7. Do you guys think that you can, break apart and come next door and help us out here? So then the tens goes, okay, we'll send one over. So they send one of their tens over and they can't fit through the door. If a 10 tries to go into the ones place, they're not going to fit. They're too big. So they have to break apart into little ones pieces in order to become ones. So 110 becomes 10 ones. So now instead of there being only 2 ones, we've added 10 more. So what is 2 plus 10? 12. So we've now added 12. And so by adding 12, we now are able to subtract 7 ones. So we get 7, and then we get 7, and then we can take away 7 of them. We have 5 left. So we have 5 ones. And then how many 10s do we have left? We only have 3 10s because one of them went to the ones. So our answer is 35. Now, there's also a poem that goes with this. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I know that we're working on the visual, but I also want to show you guys how this is going to work once you guys line the numbers up. Okay, so here we have 42 minus 7, right? Now, you always subtract the ones placed first. We're going to look at the 2 numbers, 2 and 7. Now, which number is bigger, 2 or 7? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Which number is bigger, 2 or 7? Very good, Ray. 7 is bigger. So I'm going to circle the number 7. Okay. The number 7 is bigger. Now, there's a poem that goes with it. There are 3 different poems. One is more on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So that's what we're going to do with this. Okay. Let's say that poem together, or repeat after me. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. I'm going to write it in the chat for you guys. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Okay, so that's the first poem. There's 3 of them. All right. So what do we mean by go next door? So just like in this picture, what you guys are going to do is you are going to take away one of the 4. So now we only have 3 10s. And then we're going to add 10 more to 2. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. That's how we end up with 12 in the ones place. Now we can subtract 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 equals 5. And then there's nothing to subtract here. It's blank. So we're going to drop the 3 down. Thank you. And then that's how we end up with the number 35. Okay, guys? All right. Let's try the next one, knowing what we know now. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. All right. Next one, ready? It says, subtract 5 from 31. Show 31. So they have 31 here. Do you need to regroup? Well, let's find out. So I am going to write this number sentence. 31 minus 5. Now, what 2 numbers do we subtract first? Do we subtract the tens place or the ones place? Can anyone type in the chat? What 2 numbers are we going to try and subtract first? The tens place? Do we start in the tens place or do we start in the ones place, guys? You guys have to type it in the chat. Very good. 1 and what? Very good, Ray. 1 and 5. Now, we know we need to subtract 1 and 5, but I'm not sure if I can do it. So I'm going to use my poems. So first, what I'm going to do is I am going to circle the bigger number. I'm going to circle the bigger number. So which is the bigger number, 1 or 5? Very good. 5 is the bigger number. So let's go ahead and circle that. Okay. Now, what is my poem? More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Everyone repeat. Oops, sorry. I just sent you the wrong link. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Okay, let's do some hand motions with that. Ready? So more on the floor just means it's the bottom number. Okay. I'll tell you guys the next two poems afterwards if we can see them on the practice. So again, more on the floor. So that's the bottom number. More on the floor. And then we're going to go next door because next door is where they have the next number. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. Okay, Nathan and Aaron, I want to see everyone doing the hand motions. Ready? More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. And you know what? Let's go ahead and we're grabbing it, right? So let's do that motion too, okay? So more on the floor, go next door and get, like we're pulling, like in tug of war, and get 10 more. So how are we gonna show that, okay? I'm gonna turn off the chat for you guys. Bless you. So we're going to go next door. So we're going to take away one of those 10s. And now we only have 2 10s left. And then we're going to bring them over. So this is what I mean by getting. We're going to take that 10 and then it's not going to fit in the ones place unless it breaks apart. So we're going to break it apart into 10 individual pieces. And then there was one there. So the 1 plus 10 gives you what? 11. So now that we have 11 ones, we now have enough to subtract. So now we're going to subtract 11 minus 5. Now we can subtract 11 minus 5. So let's take away 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones do we have left? I'm going to open up the chat again so you guys can type. What is 11 minus 5? How many ones do you see left? Because we just subtracted 5 ones. We regrouped and we subtracted 5 ones. We now have 6 ones left. Very good. Now, is that our final answer? No, because we still have these 10s. How many 10s do we have left? 2. So we need to drop down that 2. And then we need to add it. So 31 minus 5, we've got 2 10s and 6 1s. What is our final answer, boys and girls? Very good. Our final answer is 26. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Danica. Thank you, Maylee. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Ava. 31 minus 5 equals 26. All right, let's move on to practice. And then after that, tomorrow, we're going to work on our digital quick check all together because I want to make sure that you guys really have a handle on this. Okay, I'm going to close down the chat again since you guys are not staying on desk. All right, here is our practice. All right, regrouping 1 10 for 10 ones. Subtract, regroup if you need to, use cubes and a work mat to help. All right, so number 1, show 47, subtract 9. So let's go ahead and get out our blocks. So I have our blocks on my website. So I'm going to go to Ms. Park's website, which I do have already bookmarked. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the math manipulatives. And then I'm going to look for our, I think it's this one I wanted to use. Yep. All right, so here we go. Okay. So what were the numbers again? We had, oh, and if you guys want to use it too, I'll send you the link in the chat. Okay. We have 47 minus 9. All right. So let me write that first. We have 47 minus 9. Now, before we actually start doing it, let's go ahead and show our blocks. So how many tens blocks do we show for 47? How many tens blocks do we need to show 47? How many tens blocks do I need, guys? Oh, you guys can't type because I turned off the chat. How many tens blocks do I need? Very good. 4. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Danica. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Ava. Oops, wrong one. One, two, three, 4. All right, the 4s are having a party. Now the 1s are having a party, okay? So the 1s are having a party. How many 1s do I need to have at this party? 7, very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 1s now, right? 1, 2. I don't want them to be together. How do I? Sometimes they're like magnets. They just want to be together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now we have 7. Okay. Now the 1s are parting. And then the 1s decide, okay, well, somebody comes and someone's like, okay, I need 9 1s. I need 9 1s to come with me. And then they count. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh, there's only 7 of us, but we want to go get invited to this really cool other party. But they said that we have to bring 9 people and we don't have 9 1s. So what are they going to do? They're going to go next door and they're going to borrow 10 more. They're going to regroup. They're going to regroup. How do we know we're regrouping here? You are going to go ahead and circle. You are going to circle the number 9. Why are we circling the number 9? Because 9 is the bigger number between 7 and 9. Now, what is our poem? Does anyone remember our poem? I keep putting the wrong one. Sorry, guys. There we go. Very good, Ava. More on the floor. Let's do our hand motions. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So we're going to go next door and we're going to take away one of these. So let's go ahead and take away one of these 10s. I'm going to take away these 10s, but uh-oh, what's going on? I can't get that 10 to go to the 1s. Why not? Because it's a 10 and it won't fit. It's not fitting through the little 1 store. It needs to be broken apart. So I'm going to break this guy apart. So goodbye. You're now going to become a 10. So I'm going to break it apart and then now he's going to become a 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see. We added a 10 to the 7. So now we have 10 plus 7. What is 10 plus 7 equal? How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So what did I just do right now? I just took one of those 10s. There was 4, remember there was one right here, but I got rid of it. So now there's only 3 10s left. And then I brought it to the 1s. So now the 1s have more than just 7, they now have 17. Okay, now the 1s have enough. Woohoo, there's enough of us. We can go to the other party. Okay, 9 of us get to go to that party. Okay, bye. I'm going to get rid of this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 of those 1s get to go to that party. They leave. Now we're only left with this many. So if 9 go to the party, how many ones do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. We've got 8 ones left. 17 minus 9 would equal 8. And then we got rid of one of those 10s. So how many 10s do we have left? 3. Very good. So 3 goes in the tens place, 8 goes in the ones place. What is our final answer, boys and girls? 38. Wow, you guys did an amazing job. So 47 minus 9, did we regroup? Absolutely, we regrouped. And then what was our answer? 38. All right, let's try number 2. 52 minus 6. 52 minus 6. Let's see, how do I erase the whole thing? Yes. All right. 52 minus 6. Let's go ahead and write that down. 52 minus 6. All right, so let's start with drawing 52. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. All right, we're going to subtract 2 minus 6. Which number is bigger, 2 or 6? Which number is bigger, 2 or 6? 6 is the bigger number. So what is our poem? More on the floor, more on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So this 5 is going to become a 4 because we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to get rid of this one. Let's take it away. Let's cross that one out. So I'm going to take that one away. Ready? Let's take it away. Delete. And it doesn't fit through the door. So we need to break it up into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many ones do we have now? We got 10 more. There was 2 ones here. Now we added 10. What's 2 plus 10, boys and girls? 2 plus 10 equals 12. Now we can subtract 12 minus 6. Let's take away 6. They're going to go to the other party. Bye-bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. Now, how many do we have left over? We had 52. Now, we got rid of 6 of them. How many ones do we have left over? How many ones do you see left in this party? In this party here? 6. Very good. And then how many 10s do you see? We got rid of one of them. How many do we have left? 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 4 10s left. So what is our final answer? What is 52 minus 6? The answer is 46. 46. So did we regroup? Yes. Did we regroup? Yes. And then what was 52 minus 6? 46. All right. Next one. Ready? Oh, why is my computer not charging? 38 minus 5. 38 minus 5. Okay, let's go ahead and do that one now. 38 minus 5. 38 minus 5. Yes, you could totally use a Pop-It for this. That would work. 38 minus 5. Now, this is another poem. Are you guys ready for the next poem we're going to learn? Now, first, let's show that. So we need 3 10s for 30, and then we need 8 1s for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we've got 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 38. Now we need to subtract 5. Now, which number is bigger, 8 or 5? Okay, Nathan and Jason and Kendall, whoever, I don't know who it is because of the 449934. Make sure you guys are on task in the chat. Which number is bigger, 8 or 5? Very good, Kayla. 8 is the bigger number. So let's all go ahead and circle the 8 because you guys should all be writing this down. Circle the 8. Now, this poem is different. Are you guys ready? More on top, no need to stop. That is the next poem. More on top, no need to stop. Ready? Let's try that. More on top, no need to stop. What we mean by no need to stop is you can go ahead and subtract that. Because the number on the top is bigger, you can subtract that without regrouping. No need to stop. Do you need to regroup? No, you do not need to regroup. So everyone repeat after me. More on top. No need to stop. Okay, say it with me now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. More on top. No need to stop. So we can subtract 8 minus 5. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got rid of 3. We didn't need to regroup at all. I'm sorry, we got rid of 5. What is 8 minus 5, boys and girls? 3. Very good. We did not need to regroup, so we keep the 10s. So how many 10s do we have? 3. So what is our total answer? Our total answer is 33. So 38 minus 5, did you regroup? No. More on top, no need to stop. You only need to write it one time, Nathan. All right, guys, it looks like we have 2 more questions, all right? And then after that, we'll do our the quick check tomorrow, okay? Use cubes and a work mat to solve the problem. An old building has 48 windows. 9 of them are broken. How many windows are not broken? Let's go ahead and do everything on here now, okay? Let's see if we can do it on here. So an old building has 48 windows. 9 of them are broken. How many windows are not broken? So let's go ahead and draw those pictures. So I'm going to draw 4 10s because we have 48. 48. And then I'm going to draw 8 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we want to subtract 9. Do we need to regroup? Tell me in the chat, guys. Do we need to regroup? Do we need to regroup? Let's find out. 8 or 9, which number is bigger, Aaron? Type it in the chat. Is 8 bigger or is 9 bigger? 9 is bigger. So what is your poem? You have to point down. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So if we're getting 10 more, are we regrouping, Aaron? Aaron, if we have to go next door and get 10 more, are we regrouping? Regrouping means we're borrowing from the next door. Yes, we are regrouping. So the 4 becomes a 3 and the 8 becomes an 18. How does that work? We're going to take away this one. We're going to say, hey, 10s, we want to go to this new party, but we can't go because there's not enough of us. Will one of you help us out? Okay, so this one decides to go. And so that one, it was over here, but it's now going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, how many do we have now? Count those. Ready? Let's count them all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We now have 18 ones. We have more than enough now to go to the party. So I'm going to cross out 9 of them. Ready? Let's cross out 9 of them. I'm going to use this green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many do we have left? How many do we have left? We have 8 of the blue ones and 1 of the red ones. What is 8 plus 1? We've got how many ones left? 9. Very good. We've got 9 ones left. 18 minus 9 equals 9. That's a doubles fact. Now, how many 10s do we have left? We gave away one of those 4 10s to the ones. So how many 10s do we have left? 3. So what is our final answer? How many windows are not broken? Very good. 39A. All right, last question. The pole is 30 feet tall. The bug has crawled 14 feet. How much farther does the bug need to crawl to get to the top? All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Ready? 30 feet, and he's already crawled 14. And it looks like we're not going to be able to learn our third poem today, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Ready? So we have 3 10s and 0 1s. Uh-oh. Which number is bigger, the 0 or the 4? The 4 is bigger. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. More on the floor. Go next door and get 10 more. So we are going to take away one of these 10s, and then they're going to become a 1. They're going to become 1s. So what is 0 plus 10, guys? What is 0 plus 10? 10. Very good. So now we had 3 10s. Now there's only 2 10s left. And we had 0 1s, but now we have 10 1s. Now we can subtract. So now let's take away 4 of the 1s. If we take away 4 1s from 10, how many are we left over? 10 minus 4 equals what, boys and girls? Ten minus 4 equals what? 6. Thank you, Ava. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Ray. Okay, now this one, oh, we did the 1s, but what do you guys notice is next? The answer is not 26. What do you guys notice? There's actually something in the 10th place. So we need to move on to step 2. So it looks like it did crawl 10 feet. 10 feet more than 14. And we only counted the 4. Now we need to do 10 more to get to 14. So let's see, 2 minus 1. Well, what number is bigger, 2 or 1? What number is bigger, 2 or 1? 2, very good. So what is our poem? More on top, no need to stop. Say it with me. More on top, no need to stop. So you do not need to regroup. What is 2 minus 1? What is 2 minus 1? Very good. 1. So how many more feet does the bug need to crawl to get to the top of the flag? 16. 16 feet. Very good, guys. All right. I know that was a lot of new type of math. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep going on with this tomorrow. So if you guys did not finish, you are going to rewatch this video on YouTube. And then tomorrow, we're going to work on your digital quick check. So we are not doing your digital quick check right now. It is it's almost 11 o'clock. So you guys have about 5 minutes or 15 minutes to work on your BTBF addition and or subtraction. And then when you're done with that, you can continue to, your math video will be up, and then you can work on your reteaching and your practice on whatever work you didn't get done. We're all gonna come back at 12:45 for science. If you're an ELD student, you're gonna come back at 12 o'clock, or if you have missing work, some of you have missing work that you have to get turned in, okay? If you have missing work, you must get missing work turned in. So 12 o'clock, you can come back, or ELD students. 12:45, we're all going to be working on our next unit in science. All right, guys. So you guys have about 15-ish minutes. Go ahead and work on BTBF. Everybody needs to be doing BTBF for at least 5 minutes a day. If you want, you can also, after you're done, if you're finished with that, you can work on Prodigy. I know a lot of you guys created new accounts, so there's lots of things you guys can do. If you guys have any questions, you guys can stay. If not, I will see you guys either at 12 o'clock for ELD or 12:45 for science.